it's Anne-Marie and welcome back to another 30 Days to Distinction tip, which is part of the 30 Days to Distinction challenge, where for 30 days, I am sharing a tip a day to help you become distinguishable, uncopyable, and irresistible with your ideal client. So you become the choice versus just a choice when they're ready to make a decision. This is tip number 30. Wow, we made it. Now, if I was to ask you to define personal branding or your personal brand, how would you respond? Now, if you said that your personal brand is your reputation, you would be correct. Personal branding or a personal brand, it's not a fad. I've heard often that being brandished around the place. Oh, personal branding, schmanding. It's just a fad. It's not a fad and it's not a buzzword that marketers have just started throwing around the place. It's not just a flavor of the day. In fact, in my former business, a career consultancy, we were talking about the importance of a personal branding back in 2000s. So it's not a fad at all. In fact, back then, and I think even today, when parents had children, they Googled the name and they pre-ordered or they bought the URL for their children's personal brand name on their URL. I'm serious. It is serious business. Now, your personal brand is your reputation. It's what people think about you when your name is mentioned. It's what people say about you when they're asked to share their experience. And while you can't control what people think or say about you, you can influence it, especially the people you want to influence. There are some people who you just need to just bless and let them go on their way. But I'm talking about the people who are your ideal clients or the people who are surrounding and are in communities that have your ideal clients in it. You can influence that by your actions, your interactions, your conversations. Every single thing that you do can impact your reputation, your personal brand, positively or negatively. So if you were to do a personal brand audit today, would people think and say the exact things that you'd want them to think and say? Or are you leaving it to chance? Now, if you asked 5 people who knew you well to describe you in 5 words, what would those 5 words be? Would they be the same? And more importantly, are they the 5 words that you would want them to describe you? I want you to take some time in your Take Action Guide to journal ideas. What would those 5 words be? And then how can you bring those to life in your interactions, your conversations, your content, your personal brand? I can't wait to hear what you come up with. And if you haven't got a copy of the Take Action Guide, you can access it over at industrythoughtleaderacademy.com/distinction. Now, this is the last video in our 30 Days to Distinction challenge, but it's certainly not the last time that you and I can hang out together. So hopefully you are part of our community and I'll be sharing what that next step is. I'm going to be sending you an invitation to access a masterclass that I have put together specifically for you that focuses on even more content around how to be distinguishable, uncopyable, and irresistible to your ideal client. So I'll send you a bit more information. Hopefully you're in my community. You will get an email if you are part of that community and if you have downloaded the guide. So all you need to do is go to industrythoughtleaderacademy.com/distinction, grab a copy of the guide, and you will be part of the community that I will share the link once we open the doors to that masterclass. It's been absolute pleasure being with you over the last 30 days. If you've only just come across each of these tips, I will leave these video tips up and you can continue working on those. And I hope that it has certainly challenged your thinking, had you thinking about things a different way so that you can approach what you're doing online as far as your brand, as far as your message, and as far as your mindset too, really being able to position yourself as that thought leader that I know you are, that trusted authority that I know you are as well. So it's been a lot of fun and I certainly can't wait to hear all of your ahas and some of the outcomes that you've had when it comes to getting really clear on what makes you distinguishable, uncopyable, and irresistible. Bye for now.